There comes a moment in every woman's life when she quietly wonders, is he simply enjoying my company, or is something deeper happening inside him? Is he just interested, or is he truly beginning to fall in love? If you've been spending time with a man for months or even longer, it's natural to look for clues, to search for signs that reveal what his heart is starting to feel. And while men often appear calm, collected, and controlled on the outside, love has a very unique way of changing them from within. Today, I want to walk you through 5 powerful signs that show a man is not just attracted to you, not just curious about you, but is genuinely developing real emotional attachment, devotion, and long-term affection. These signs come from real experiences, real relationships, and the emotional patterns men show when their feelings deepen. Let's begin. 1. His happiness rises and falls with your smile. One of the clearest signs that a man is falling in love is surprisingly simple, yet incredibly meaningful. He becomes deeply affected by your joy. A man who is emotionally invested finds something almost magical in your smile. It energizes him, softens him, and motivates him in a way that nothing else does. He might not say it out loud, but he feels it. When a woman captures a man's heart, he naturally starts seeking moments that make her light up. Maybe he tries to make you laugh, maybe he becomes playful around you. Maybe he suddenly shows a side of himself he rarely lets others see. A softer, more humorous, more open version of himself. And you'll notice something. Your joy becomes his fuel. It's as if your happiness gives him a sense of purpose, a sense of emotional direction. He loves knowing that he is the reason behind a moment of warmth or laughter on your face. Even men who aren't naturally expressive or outgoing still reveal this in their own subtle ways. Maybe he watches shows you love, even if they're not his style. Maybe he remembers small details, the way you like your coffee, the jokes that make you laugh, the things that ease your stress. When he is falling in love, he no longer seeks to impress you. He seeks to uplift you. Because seeing you happy creates a deep emotional satisfaction inside him that he can't ignore. 2. He becomes curious about your inner world. A man may enjoy conversations with many people, but he only becomes truly curious about the inner world of a woman he is falling for. When a man develops real feelings, he starts asking deeper questions, not just about where you live or what you like, but about who you are. He wants to understand you, not just observe you. You'll notice him asking things like, what shaped your childhood? What are you afraid of? What do you dream about? What values define you? What kind of future do you want? He listens with genuine interest. He remembers what you say. He builds emotional bridges from your experiences to your personality, your values, your beliefs. This curiosity is not random. It comes from a man wondering, even subconsciously, could this woman be part of my life long term? Do our values align? Can I trust her with my heart? When he is emotionally invested, he won't treat your stories as background noise. He won't brush off your concerns or ignore your opinions. Instead, he absorbs them, reflects on them, and grows closer to you because of them. But here's the important part. When a man is not emotionally invested, his interest stays at the surface. He keeps the conversations light, simple, and shallow. He shows little desire to explore who you are beneath the surface. So when a man begins asking about the deeper layers of your life, the real you, it's a heartfelt sign that love is starting to grow. 3. He feels responsible for your well-being. One of the strongest emotional shifts that happens inside a man when he falls in love is the instinct to protect. Not in a controlling way, not in a possessive way, but in a sincere, natural, emotional way. When a man truly cares for you, your physical and emotional safety becomes incredibly important to him. He wants to know you made it home safely. He checks on you when you're upset. He reaches out to make sure you're okay. He becomes emotionally present, not distant. You start noticing that he messages you regularly, wants to stay connected, worries when something seems off, tries to solve problems with you rather than ignore them. And here's something many women underestimate. A man who is emotionally attached cannot simply disappear for days. When he cares, his instinct is to stay connected. Your well-being weighs on him. Your silence bothers him. Your stress affects him. He doesn't need a crisis to show up. He shows up simply because he wants to. This protective instinct is one of the most honest signals of male affection. Men cannot fake it for long. It comes from a deep emotional place, the place where care turns into connection, and connection turns into love. 4. He wants to meet, understand, and connect with your family. A man's interest in your family says more than most people realize. When he is falling in love, he naturally becomes curious about the people who shaped you, the environment you grew up in, the loved ones who influenced your values, your personality, your worldview. He doesn't need your family to be perfect. He doesn't need to become best friends with every relative. But he wants to understand where you come from. This curiosity comes from a deeper emotional desire. He sees you as someone who could become important in his long-term life. He wants to fit into your world, not just exist beside it. You'll notice him saying things like, "Tell me more about your parents. What were you like when you were young? Who are you closest to in your family? What traditions do you have?" He may want to meet them, spend time around them, or simply learn about them through you. The same happens on his side. He begins opening the door to his own family. He introduces you to the people he trusts. He includes you in gatherings, celebrations, or meaningful moments. He does this because love naturally seeks connection. And when a man sees a future with you, he wants the people he cares about to feel connected to the woman he is falling for. 5. He values your judgment and respects your thoughts. One of the most powerful signs of love, and one of the least talked about, is how much a man values your perspective. When he respects you as a person, admires your character, and sees you as someone of substance, your opinion begins to matter to him in a real way. He asks what you think. He considers your viewpoint before making decisions. He seeks your perspective on important topics. And this isn't about intelligence, education, job titles, or achievements. It's about integrity, kindness, and the qualities that define your character. A man can admire a woman in any role from any background when he sees honesty, emotional strength, compassion, loyalty, dedication, authenticity. These are the traits that make him turn to you for guidance, for clarity, for reassurance. When he is falling in love, your voice begins to carry weight in his life. Your insight influences him. Your thoughts shape him. Your presence steadies him. This type of admiration does not come from infatuation, it comes from respect. And respect is one of the deepest foundations of real love. These 5 signs reveal something essential about men and love. When a man is falling in love, his behavior shifts in ways he cannot hide. He becomes more present, more gentle, more invested, more attentive. Your happiness affects him. Your emotions matter to him. Your world becomes connected to his in a way that feels natural, not forced. Love doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Often, it grows quietly through actions, consistency, curiosity, and care. If you see these signs, there is a very real chance his feelings are deepening, and his heart is slowly choosing you. Remember this always. For a relationship to transform, we must continue learning, evolving, and understanding ourselves and each other. Awareness brings clarity, and clarity creates deeper, healthier love. Take care of your heart, and have a beautiful day.